Alright fellas, so here it is. There's the alternator. The hose riding on top like it should. Like I told you, it sits a little weird. It's not supposed to sit like this. It's supposed to be a little farther back. I don't know what's up with that. So, stock bracket on, bolted down real tight. Alternator on, bolted down. There's a smog pump. Bolted down also. So those are good to go. So now all it is gotta get a new belt. I figured while I'm at it, I'm gonna put my new pulley on. I don't know if I showed you guys that. Not sure if I showed you it, but here it is. For the supercharger, in case you don't know, since they're belt driven, supercharger only spins as fast as the belt spins, so I don't have the stock crank pulley there. I have an underdrive pulley. Makes a little more power. Not really worth it, but it was on the car when I bought it. Anyway, so with that underdrive pulley, it's not going to allow the supercharger to spin very fast because that underdrive pulley is a lot smaller than stock. I believe that one is 4.5 inches in diameter, which is tiny. Stock is like 5.5 or something. Well, found out that 351 Windsor crank pulleys are 6.5 or 6 5/8 diameter, which is this big old sumbitch. If you look at this inside diameter here, that's about the size of the underdrive pulley, maybe smaller even. Is about this big. And then this one's a monster. So this with the will spin the supercharger harder. So I'm thinking, since I already got the belt off, I already have access to everything, I might just go ahead and put this on while I'm at it, because it'll only help with the emissions test, because the underdrive pulley spins the belt slower too. That's one of the reasons it makes more power too. But spinning the belt slower means it's going to spin that smog pump right there slower and pump out less air to the cats. So I'm thinking I'm gonna put the underdrive pulley on, because it'll greatly affect the speed of the smog pump, which can only help my chances of passing. Plus I need to put it on anyway for the supercharger, so I'm going to do that. Shouldn't be hard. There's 4 bolts that take the underdrive pulley off. I should be able to use the same 4 bolts to put it on. The only problem is there isn't much clearance between the crank pulley there and the water pump underdrive pulley, because the water pump underdrive pulley is bigger to slow down the water pump. The crank pulley is smaller to slow it down. So the chances are, since this 351 Windsor pulley is so big, that it might actually hit the water pump pulley, so that would be the only thing that stops me. I'm not interested in getting a stock water pump pulley. That's just more money spent. The only reason I would do that is to sell off the underdrive pulleys, because they probably won't go back on the car, and they're not really worth that much power anyway. But anyway, so there it is. Those are on. It wasn't that difficult. And once I got the right bolts in, man, it's ugly as shit. If you look at it compared to what my motor looked like before, man, that is fucking ugly. So hopefully it passes and I won't have to deal with this shit anymore. So that's an update, guys. Thanks.